Do you think we will be at some point in the future at war with China?
Well, China's been very clear about their intent with regard to Taiwan, and this is not, my analysis of it. I don't need to disclose the consistent security picture that I've been reading since I came into this portfolio and over the last couple of years, the last 6 years in the National Security Committee, and the way in which that's been building. The Chinese spokespersons for the Communist Party are very clear about their intent with regard to Taiwan. Now, equally, the United States has been clear about their intention toward Taiwan. Nobody wants to see conflict, but that really is a question for the Chinese as to whether, as we've seen in Hong Kong, they make a decision to do something in regard to Taiwan. If that's the case, what's the Americans' response? And we obviously have an alliance with the United States that's been in force now for 70 years. So we need to be realistic about that. We're also a small population of 25 million relatively, and we need to make sure that we've got the best friends in the world, and we do in the United States, the United Kingdom, Canada, New Zealand, and many partners beyond that. The Quad now, the collaboration between India and Japan, the United States and Australia is a very important compact, and ASEAN obviously still has primacy in our region as well. So there are many layers of our defence mechanism and the relationships that we need to keep in a very healthy position, and that's really been the objective.
So if there is a war with China, that looks like that's something that the intelligence you're saying is something of a possibility, these nuclear subs will put Australians right on the front line.
I think what the nuclear subs do, and beyond that, I mean, what we're achieving out of the discussions with the Secretary, or both Secretaries, so Blinken and Austin, is the ability to have an interoperability, so a seamless moving of our forces in and out of theirs, the ability to base assets, including air and maritime assets, force posture, all of that is an important element to the domestic picture over the course of the next couple of decades, and that's what we now set ourselves up for. And I think that provides a deterrence effect to China and anyone else who would seek to do harm to Australia. But let me be very clear, our desire is to maintain peace, but you don't maintain peace from a position of weakness. And we have made historic decisions here. We've come to agreements that have never been able to land before, and that reflects the period in which we're living and what we think potentially lies ahead. But importantly, it provides stability in our region, and it also says to our neighbours that Australia is increasing its capability, its capacity through our relationship with the United States and the United Kingdom and other partners, and we hope that that's a force for good in our region.